Hey there, Jason, and the rest of the Launch Festival Advisory Committee. My name is Chris here with Opdrop, and Opdrop is a service that helps users make the most universal, interesting, and entertaining opinions on the web and mobile. As you can see here, this is our home page. But really quickly, I just want to show you how Opdrop does what it does and why it's so different from the competition. So really quickly, you can see there's a lot of topics here being discussed, and we just leave it totally open. It's kind of like Twitter. You can just talk about whatever you want to talk about, and we'll do the business of trying to organize things here. So people bring up topics. Say, for example, you want to talk about MailChimp. Everybody loves MailChimp, right? All that kind of stuff. So you come here. I want to check out MailChimp. Looks like somebody's already brought it up. As you can see, we've got a few opinions here on the favor side and on the dis side. Why people prefer MailChimp over other services, what kind of things they wish were better, you know, just little jabs there, little disses that help them improve. There's a lot of things that we do to make our opinions better than the other opinion sites out there, to make people want to come back to Opdrop daily, at least weekly. You know, we do not want to be the kind of service that people just use once in a blue moon and then put away. So basically what we do is we keep their opinions short, 150 characters max, and so people get to the point. We think that's really important. People can support their opinions with media, as you're seeing here. You know, so if you want to back up your opinion with a picture, with a video from YouTube or Vimeo, or if you want to post a link to an article, anything like that, you can go ahead and do that. So I'll go ahead and just say something nice here about MailChimp because I love it. Great looking templates that make my email campaigns look amazing. You know, not that compelling of an opinion, but as you can see, ones that are more compelling are a lot more likely to move up in the stands. So you can see here that it's really important that users can have a really quick function to move things up in the standings. That's why we have this agree function that's so prominent here. So users can quickly agree with opinions to move them up so other people see them. And we can also break down the opinions that you're seeing here based on if they are from contacts of yours, people you're interested in, stars on the site, experts on the site, if they're recent, if they come from people close to you. There's a whole lot of ways we can break down this information to make it really compelling for the user. Say you were MailChimp yourself, this would be a place you could be a spokesperson for the brand. Come in here, give yourself a chance to respond to these opinions and comments, share an ad on this, or if you were a competitor to MailChimp, you could share an ad on this. There's a whole lot of things we can do there. We're not worried about that right now. Those are definitely an option. So the biggest thing is trying to get quality opinions, because there's a lot of opinion sites that are starting to pop up, but how are you really going to have a content that stands out? Because content is king. We all know this. So we think it's going to be things like this, where you have an opinion. I just barely brought this up. You know, this picture of a brain, I'm sorry, this little graphic, a brain being found in a chicken nugget at KFC. You know, it's something that needs to be dealt with, and so we're going to put it here. People can come and agree with this opinion that I shared. It'll come up to the top of the page. As more and more people get on this page and start talking about it, KFC could notice and they could do something about this. So that's what we're hoping for. And so it's all about these kind of opinions that are going to get people talking. So how would you actually use this? Let's say you're Jason Calacanis and you're trying to, you know, judge startups at the launch conference, for example. So let's say you want to bring up this new startup you just heard about called Opdrop. You know, it sounds kind of cool. So you're listening to them talk on stage, of course, because they're going to be on stage, right? So you go ahead, add a couple of tags. To help us know a little bit about it there. Go ahead and add a little bit more information. If I had any Creative Commons pictures, they would show up in this for me to choose on this one since it's a, sorry, missed my click there. So since it's my own startup, you know, it doesn't have any pictures there on the internet yet. We can go ahead and share a link for it. And there we go. Go ahead and add that. So as you can see, I now have a topic. I can share something really nice about it. Really quick and easy to share opinions for the whole world to see. Go ahead and post that. Then if you want, you can go ahead and add this to a list. Say, for example, what the best startup is at the launch festival. You could go ahead and use this list at the launch festival itself and have all the startups on here being compared. In fact, we plan to be at the launch festival going and comparing all the startups for people. Of course, we would not have ourselves on this list because it's a little bit biased having people come to our site and talk about us on this particular list. So we would definitely, abstain from being part of this just because we don't want to be biased. But I think it'd be a great tool for you guys there at the launch conference to keep track of what people are saying about the startups and compare them to each other. Down here, you see that we're tracking agreements. We think those are pretty important to see what people are bringing up quality content, and we'll explain more how that's going to be really interesting to our users if we get to launch on stage. So we'd really appreciate if you could help us with that. Thanks so much for your consideration of Opdrop, and hope we get in. Thanks so much.